Hello friends, welcome to CyberCAD Solutions. In this session, I would like to explain what is the use of apply and what is the use of VL catch all apply. Both are similar in functionality, but there is an advantage with VL catch all apply. Let us see one by one. First of all, apply. Apply passes a list of arguments to and executes a specified function. Let us see how does it work. Go to AutoLISP IDE, and the syntax of apply is like this. Apply function and list of arguments. That is how we need to use apply function. Let me show you a small example. Apply plus function on list of 1, 2, 3. A simplest example. What does it do? It will apply addition function on 1, 2, 3, which means 1 plus 2 plus 3 will be 6. So we have got the same. And also let us see in a different way. Apply strcat. So I am writing it like this: list CyberCAD solutions. So it can also concatenate the different strings into single string. So see, CyberCAD solutions has come. And there is another different way of using this. We can also pass a function. So first of all, let us try to write a function. I am going to write a very small function. It is like this: define function 1. It takes only two arguments, numerator and denominator, and let's close the define, and I am going to write divided by numerator and denominator, which means it will simply divide numerator with denominator. Generally, in general, we will be writing very big functions where there will be a lot of processing inside it. We will see that later. So our function is f1, which will take two arguments and will divide the first one with the second one. So let me write a small command function also to call this function. Inside that we will have apply function. So define c:1 is my command function, and in here I am writing it like this. I would like to take two numeric values from the user as inputs. So set qn as get real \n, enter numerator. Okay, and then denominator, get real \n, enter denominator. We have got two values. Now let us pass this n and d to f1 function. So I am writing it like this: apply f1 function on list n d. So that whatever returned by apply, which means I already told that apply may return integer, real, string, it may be list, entity name, true or false, like that. Okay, let us load this total code. So that this much code I am going to load, so that we will have a function loaded and then command function c1 will be loaded. So I am loading into the text editor. Now let us call this one command in AutoCAD and let us see what happens. So I am typing 1 at the command prompt. It is asking for the numerator. I am entering 5, and then it is asking for denominator. I am entering 2. So we have got 2.5 here, right? So it is working fine. Let us see a different scenario. I am taking the same one command once again, and I am entering numerator as 10, but at the denominator I am giving 0. So what happened? The program has got an error and crashed down. So we didn't get any result. It is in the break mode now. Okay, so to catch, see here we have got divide by 0 and there is an error. So we don't expect our program to suddenly crash like this. So in such cases, VL catch all apply will come to use. Let us see how to use this in our programs. So I am taking the same C1 command once again and making it C2, so that how to use this, how to use VL catch apply will be very easy. So I am taking VL catch all apply. We are only changing apply function to VL catch all apply. The remaining arguments, that is function name and list of arguments, is same. Here VL catch all apply also passes a list of arguments to specified function and returns similarly the result, like it can be integer, real, string. Along with that, additional thing is it can trap if any error comes up. If there is any error in the execution of the program, it will catch that error, it will trap that error, and it will return error object, so that we can deal with that and we will make sure our program will not get crashed suddenly. So let us see how to do that one. The return value of VL catch apply can be the return value of this function. Otherwise, if it catches any error, it will return that error object. So I am writing a variable name over here to catch that one. So setQ result is my variable. So in this result, if there is an error, we can deal with that one. If there is no error, we can return the same result. So I am going to write it like this. If I am going to show you another function which is like VL catch all error P, which means if the result object has an error, it will say that yes, it is true. Let us see how to use that one. So if VL catch all error P, here the argument is result variable I am passing, which means if result has any error object, it will say true, so that we can show the user that your inputs are wrong or the program has crashed down due to something, and we will exit formally. So in true case, I am writing it like this. So the message will be there in this error object. So to get that one, alert strcat means like the error message and our own message, both I would like to catenate. So the message will come like this. So VL catch all error message from result, that along with \n in a new line improper inputs. That's what I would like to show to the user in a new line. So I am catenating these two. If everything is fine, simply return result. So that is what I would like to write in if condition. So let us see what we have done in our program. The same thing, taking inputs is same. Instead of using apply, we are using VL catch apply, passing the same function and arguments. But if something goes wrong while execution of this function, VL catch all apply will trap that error and it will return that error object to result variable. If result has an error object in it, so VL catch all error P will say true. So if that is true, then we are showing the error message along with our own message. We are catenating both and showing it as a alert message. So to get the error message from the result object, we have another function, VL catch all error message. This will extract the error message from this error object, which is stored in result variable. If everything goes well, we will show the result returned by the F1 function, which is stored in result. So here the program will not get crashed, but it will smoothly continue. If something goes wrong and inputs are not valid, then automatically it will show this message and it will exit formally instead of suddenly crashing down. So like this, the VL catch all apply will be very useful for us in trapping the errors and making sure our program won't get crashed down. So let us see how does it work. Let us load this code once again. So we need to check the code actually in tools, check text in the editor, everything is fine, and then loading the total text into the CAD. So we will use one command, two command and see the difference. So one we have already used. Let us try one more time. One command I am using, entering numerator as 10 and denominator as 0. So what happened? It is saying divide by 0. Simply it is saying error and the program has been crashed down. Let us use the command 2. Now normal way I am entering 5 and then 2. So we have got 2.5. Let us try one more time with the 0 denominator. So numerator I am giving same like 15 I am giving this time, and the denominator 0. So what does it do? It is saying divide by 0 improper inputs. So when the user sees this, okay, something went wrong, so that is why this message has showed up. So like this, user will come to know that there is something wrong in my inputs. So this is for example only. Like this, we can use VL catch apply to trap the error and make sure our program will continue. Even though there is an error in our inputs or in calculations somewhere, the program will not get crashed down. So like this, we can trap errors in our programs and make sure they will run smoothly. And if something goes wrong, we can exit the program formally. Friends, hope you understood how to use apply function and VL catch all apply. How to read the error message from that result object which is returned by VL catch all apply. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share this video to your friends. Thanks for watching and welcome to the next session. And I request you all to please share my videos to your friends. And thanks in advance.